Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 61 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka Tell Your Mom I Love Her. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. Was good.
Living good, man. Happy to be here. It's the kid JB. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but shit, when I am, I told you so. Fat Boy Jesse here and there. Kind of got food poisoning last night, but we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, man. Episode 61 of the Bucket Up Pod. I always try to contribute to a athlete and jersey number. 61's a wild number, so can't think of one. So we're just gonna go with 1961. I'm sure it was a wild year, but
just going with 6-1 Knights or some shit. I don't even one. I didn't want to interrupt you, but like you just nonchalantly threw in that you had food poisoning.
yeah, I don't know, man. Last night, I don't know what it was.
Probably food.
It could have been. I had waffles though, and there's not much threatening when you eat waffles. But I dangerously got a fucking headache and violence, like migraine, and just started puking, dude. It's pretty dangerous.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, man. I mean, other than that, weekend was cool. For the first time in a while, we always do the movie reviews. Me and you, I think, saw the same movie this weekend, bro.
Yeah, I saw Widows. I don't know. You saw Widows too?
Yeah. Me and Joelle, shouts to the girl. We went out movie matinee on Saturday. We went out and saw the Viola Davis movie. Would you from what you told me before the show? You told me apparently we conflicting on the ideologies here.
I thought the movie was good. Apparently you didn't like it. So
okay.
Explain to me what you didn't like about the movie without spoiling, I guess.
Okay, the non-spoilerly review and rant on this movie is it was fucking 2 hours long.
And every movie right now.
When a movie is 2 hours long, you got to romance me a little bit and give me a good ending, dude. And the movie was kind of dragged out, and the ending, because it was dragged out, there was a lot of loose ends to tie up, and they kind of tied them up pretty sloppily. And yeah, I just wasn't impressed, dude. And there was other factors in the movie that fucking led to me to have a negative review, but I'll leave that to later in the pod. But yeah, because it's a hot segment, man, that I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was good. I didn't think there was anything loose. There were some weird parts. Like there were some parts that I was like, why would they? What was the point of that scene? Maybe. But other than that, like the performances seemed pretty good. Everything that happened seemed like it made sense to me. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
I mean, for the buckets out there, long story short, I don't know if you've seen the trailer. Viola Davis' husband dies, and he's like this gang leader, mobster dude.
What? I think they just rob banks. I think they're just a heist guy, right?
Well, he does operations that require illegal maneuvering. And he gets caught up and dies and leaves behind, a debt that the dude from Atlanta and the guy from Black Panther come to collect. And yeah, so it's all right, man. I let people see it, but for me, it was like 3 out of 5 bucket hats.
That's crazy. I'm trying to look up the Rotten Tomatoes. I know like I got like a 90 something like critic score, but I wonder what the fan score was.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm hyped, man, because this week we have a special edition, a special guest. I'm sure for all the buckets out there that are on Instagram, they've seen his videos before. He has a couple funny ones that stick in my memory about the difference between there, and there, loose, and loose, 2, and 2. And shouts to the pickup lines that are out there that will definitely score.
Funny,
but I want to bring him on, man. He goes by the Wade Empire all over on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He's probably on Twitch and all other shit. But yeah, man, bring him on right now, my man T Wade. Welcome to the pod, bro.
What up? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Yeah, happy to be here, man. For what you said is your first pod.
Very first pad will not be my last, so I'm definitely happy to get it started right here with you guys, man.
Shouts, dude. Tell the buckets a little background. Where you from? I mean, what you about? Who you rolling with?
All right, so the cool part is your boy from Detroit, born in Detroit. Right now, though, I'm out mostly in the Lansing area. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michigan State Spartans. We suck right now, but that's still my squad. That's my school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Loyalty.
But, you know, right now I'm doing my thing on Instagram, trying to build my social media presence, try to be somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Tight.
And every step of the way, that's who I am, man.
I feel you. When did you start getting into doing videos on Instagram or kind of getting inspired to do something like that?
Well, as far as the videos on Instagram, it's actually been about a year, give or take a couple months. But I'd probably say about 3 or 4 years ago, I tried to get into it a little bit on Twitter, but more so with just like the memes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I did it for a while and it kind of fizzled out. I'm like, man, I ain't got enough time to do all this BS. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And then last year I just restarted it up because I got a little bit more free time. And I'm like, all right, I've seen other cats that do stuff that I do that's getting big right now. I'm like, man, I can do the exact same thing that y'all do.
Right.
Yeah, we relate.
And it's something that I like to do as well. So I was like, all right, might as well just grind it, get it in, and see where we go from there.
That's awesome, man. Have you ever done like stand-up comedy? Do you have like a radio background? Like what was your avenue or path to like start doing entertainment? I mean, for me and Ty, the way we started doing the pod was we actually used to work together and we used to bullshit and throw these topics that we talk about in the pod, like live and during work. And we started getting mad reactions from it. And people were just like, yo, you guys are funny as shit, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, word, thanks. And we just started something from there. So like, what kind of got you going?
Well, I don't have anything similar to that, but I was one of those kids that was like the class clown back in the day in high school. I'd always crack a joke at the right time. And as far as stand-up comedy though, I don't think I would be. That's not really my avenue. I don't want to do anything like that. I think I could probably do it and be pretty good at it, but it's not like something I strive to be for. I just want to be that funny guy on Instagram.
I feel you. I mean, that's funny because there's levels to that for sure. I mean, also, like with our dynamic of our podcast, like I've told people, like it's more of like a reactionary commentary lifestyle pod where it's not like off the hip one-liner jokes. You have to like kind of sink into a topic and then relate to it, and then we give our spin on it.
Right, that'd be wild if we did one-liner. It'd probably be fucking terrible.
Yeah. I'm like Mariah Carey, more like no, I can't Mariah Carey her, you know.
See,
like,
there you go. Terrible.
Horrible. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was my little. But shouts to her. She's from Long Island, so.
Yeah.
But no, that's tight, man. I have seen, the Instagram. You're doing numbers, man. You've surpassed. Well, I think once you have a serious audience, it's once you got 10,000 followers, and you're up there by almost 20,000. So, shouts to you for doing that, man. I mean, we're out here. We definitely don't push out as much content as you, and definitely we have a different, like I said, different style. But I've always thought that the one-liner, and not necessarily one-liner, but like the one concept videos or like the one gimmick videos were always cool to do. Like, for example, the video you did about the difference between there and loose and loose, or just like the pickup line video, which is like one of your latest ones. That one in itself is so funny and relatable because I was just talking to my roommate who is new to online dating.
Oh yeah, me too. I was talking to somebody about that too.
And I was saying, man, these are jokes and they're kidding, but some of these will get a girl to laugh, and at the end of the day, that's kind of the goal.
Right.
Especially if she know that you joking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, exactly. And yet, I read this funny tweet that said, how do ugly dudes get with hot girls? It's like, well, there's science behind it. If you make her laugh, her eyes are closed. So she can't see how ugly you are.
There you go, bro.
Just keep it smiling, man. That's easy.
But yeah, that's cool, man. What do you do for work, bro? Because me and Ty, we do at different companies. We do social media managing, marketing, shit like that.
So I do just for my regular job something completely different than social media. Real talk. I work in a bank. I'm a personal banker. So
tight. Shouts to that, bro. I need help with that all the time.
I got you. I got you, cuz.
Tight,
So
dude.
do people at work know like your social media stuff and like that you do all the stuff online or no?
Yeah, for the most part, they know do a little something. They're they have different types of comedy there. So I don't divulge too much deep into what I'm be doing. But they they know they can get on there if they want to. It's all public, so I'm not hiding anything, but it's not their type of comedy that they're all, you know what I'm saying, oh, let me go check out what the Weird Empire just dropped, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever mentioned or I'm sorry, like has a customer ever said something like, you're funny, like you should have a TV show or something like that, or like has anyone recognized you from your videos or anything like that?
I had a couple people recognize me just locally, but not as much as I would want it to be. But it's a stepping stone. So, one of these days it's gonna be tough for me to walk up in the mall because everybody gonna know who I am.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, tight.
I have had a couple people, to answer one of your older questions about why I wanted to get started, tell me that, hey, you should do your own TV show, or you should do stand-up comedy, or you should do such and such because you are funny. You know what I'm saying? You are different type of guy. You know what I'm saying? You got that charisma to make people smile, even if it's a little bit here and there. So I was like, all right, well, I believe you. Let me try something out.
Yeah, shout to that. Yeah, I mean, what's funny is I do social media and shit like that, but I also work in an office with like a little bit, not older, but just, I don't know, people that are a little bit, established with like family and kids and stuff. So our humor is a little bit guided for people kind of millennials and like bachelors and shit like that.
Yeah, people our age, I guess.
And what's funny is a lot of the times people are like, oh, JB, they call me that because there's another Jesse at work, but they'll be like, yo, JB at BizCore, he's got a podcast, and then they'll be like, what's it about? I'm like, nah, you wouldn't like it. Like, like don't listen to it. Just keep it moving.
I had a higher up ask me about like what our podcast was. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I mean, I should just tell you because I feel like you're probably not gonna listen.
It's funny.
They are like, thanks for listening, but shit.
Yeah, what's funny too, Wade, is my cousin, he's a little bit, or my second cousin, he's a little bit older, and like he used to be in Brooklyn, but now he just recently moved to New Mexico because he retired or whatever. And he was like, man, I want to listen to your podcast, and I wish I could follow you on social media, but you talk too much out of the Urban Dictionary.
Wait, what?
And I was like, all right, my bad.
I don't know why it would matter. How old are they? Is he?
Almost 60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Yes, second cousin. And
I don't know what
it was just so.
Cousin, I never think of old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second cousin. He's my mom's cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But what's mad funny is I was like, yeah, my bad. And then he said to my mom, he's like, I heard and saw Jesse has a podcast. Do I even listen to it? And my mom was like, you probably shouldn't even bother.
Hey, nah, man, tell him to turn it on.
It was just so funny. I was like, if he can't even understand what I'm saying, like, I don't think he's gonna be able to listen to the pod, bro.
Yeah, take that as a compliment. That's what I do.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some pros and cons. Some people are with it, some people don't understand it. I've had people tell me after like they just got done telling me about someone else's podcast. I'll be like, word, like I got a podcast, and they'll be like, oh, word, but this guy's funnier. I'm like, I bet. Like
I see.
Right. See how that is.
But that's tight, dude. What's what's up?
Were you enough? And that's like your full-time job. That's when people don't care.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, if you did that podcast, like if you guys got super big in different markets and everything, that's what people don't care what you do.
Right. Big. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's cool, man. So like with the videos and stuff like that, kind of what's the goal behind it? Are you trying to get movie roles, commercials, trying to do acting? Like you said you wouldn't do stand-up comedy, but I mean, what if you had to do like a comedic role in a movie or something?
Those definitely would be things that I'm striving for. Really, what I wanted is just to be a big internet presence. So if I tweeted something, or if I put out a video, I want to see it across different avenues, across different bigger accounts, things like that. And if it leads to movie roles or doing stand-up comedy, I mean, obviously I'll jump on that. But, I want to be able to tweet something out and it'd be trending, an hour later.
So you want the cycle of it goes viral on Twitter, and then the next day you see it as an Instagram caption somebody stole, and then it's on Facebook a month later. I feel you. That whole cycle that we get.
Or just be like that guy that puts out all the memes that blow up. I mean, the SpongeBob ones come every now and again, but every once in a while you get a picture of like a random dude or a chick, and then with the caption at the top, and then you see another picture of the same person with a different caption, another picture, caption. So I want to be able to have like that pull to put something out, and it just it's viral.
The thing that's crazy too is you're really just one video away. Is the way how it works.
Right, that's all it is, man.
I've spoken to people that have like multi-million follower accounts, and they've talked about how like people just with high volume accounts just kind of go into their DMs and we'll just offer them like a price tag for like an ad or a 12-hour ad or something like that. And so yeah, I mean, especially with your audience and your following count, like someone could just be like, yo, I need someone to do a video, like we'll give you $10K to fly out and just be a background or be like the second person in the video or some shit. So for us, that's the goal. I mean, we're not gonna name drop them no more because they ain't paying us no more. But there was a site that reached out and sponsored us for 2 episodes.
Nice.
So that's kind of what we're trying to do, is just keep building it till someone's like, yo, you guys want to, because I and Ty have a radio background in college. I did sports radio and Ty did like music and you did news too, right, Ty?
I did some news stuff, but mostly I had my own like music radio show in college and shit like that.
Ty, yeah, I was doing like sports, like shouts to ASU, like football team and shit like that, and hockey. So yeah, we're trying to get back on the radio or something, especially now with the digital age taking over with Instagram TV and Twitter being where it's at. And like you said, dude, we see people blowing up that like, sometimes at times we can be seen as haters, but I'm just like, dude, that's not that funny. I could do that shit,
I mean, that's just a you thing. Usually I'm cool. It's like whatever happens. Like again, because like I said, I know people are just one video away, one thing away before people, you know what I mean? Like go back and check out your old shit. Like I saw some dude who was doing like he was doing like rapper impressions, just asking them if they wanted something from like McDonald's or something like that. And he was doing like rap impressions of them. And like you go back and his other videos didn't get that many like likes or views, but they were like hotter. And I'm like, bro, you just one video from one right person seeing that shit. And then there you go, you blow up, and then there you go, you're already there.
Yeah, you're right.
And sometimes that's all you need. It's not like the amount of followers, it's who's following you. So like there's cats out here with 30,000 followers, but all of them followers are like casting directors or marketing promoters or something like that, as opposed to the dude with 100 million followers and they all just random people or bots.
Yeah.
Which one's gonna take it along? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right people gonna take.
Yeah, you're right. That which I was gonna say, like, I've noticed that, dude. There is people on Twitter that I see that have like the blue check, and they only have like 5,000 followers, but then somebody doesn't have a blue check and they have like 100,000 followers.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it'd be people with bots. It'd be people who just like spam follow a shit ton of people. You know what I mean? And then they get the follow backs, and then there's people who they just tweet funny shit all the time, and they might only got 2,000, 3,000 followers, but they all real people, and they all. You know what I mean? You look around and they're fucking talking to people in the industry and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That person must actually be important.
You got to engage with almost everybody. That's the key, real talk. No matter how many followers you got, at least something that I'm trying to work on, something that I've been doing, I would say, is comment like on everybody's post, talk to them like you doing face to face, and seem like you genuinely interested in what they post, what they doing, and they'll reciprocate that. And it'll take you a long way, man. That networking is key, bro.
Yeah, I was saying, shouts again to coming on, because like I said, I was like, this dude's popular as shit. I was surprised when you even commented back. I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, I'm surprised you didn't act all Hollywood, man, because usually, dude, some people, you'd be surprised. Some people think that like they're really above you, just because like they're popping on Instagram. And we're like, fam, we just started a year ago. Like Drake said, you know how Drake said, "Fuck you and your time difference." That's how we feel. Like we started just late. We late to the party, fam. Like, hold up,
man. That was one of my motivations. Like I've seen cats with less followers than me not respond to DMs or comments, and then more with more. So I'm like, man, why don't I just stand out to the crowd and talk to people?
Right.
I don't like. I put myself in that position. If I send you a DM and it's not like a stupid ass DM, that's a legitimate question or something like that, I want to answer back, especially if you see it.
Right.
There's one thing, a billion DMs and not see it, but it is what it is, though.
Yeah, no, for real. I know. I get sometimes people they don't want to like answer everybody, but I feel like most of the time, if you get DMs, if they're either gonna be like actual genuine questions or somebody obviously saying some wild fucked up shit, and you know to ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Like I imagine like the amount of genuine actual questions is probably enough for you to answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get a good amount of questions, and when you respond and talk to people, they'll respond and talk back. They'll tell other people about your videos. They'll do all this other thing for you. So, that was another one of my keys, I think, to success in this business is that networking and just being, engaging with your followers, being cool with them.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's some good ass advice. Cause just like I know people who, like I got my friend Trav, who we shout out all the time on the pod, but he was saying that he like follows certain people on social media or even like rappers that he don't even like. Like if you don't even like the rapper, but like if the rapper seems like a nice, genuine person, like then he kind of roots for them for them to succeed. So like just being nice to people just kind of goes a long way.
A perfect segue. Real talk. Kevin Durant. I'm the biggest LeBron James fan in the world. Mm-hmm. So I don't hate KD, but KD is still my guy. But I got a little resentment for KD because I'm a LeBron guy. So I sent KD a DM, just ask him a random question, and he responded. I'm like, bro, KD responded to your boy. I'm like that. So he moved up a couple of spaces in my book because he responded and he was genuine with what we was talking about. So I kind of, like I said, I want to reciprocate that type of,
What'd you ask him?
Real talk. I asked him a random question because I knew everyone would send him a DM about him joining Golden State, about being a snake. So I sent him a random question about, it was, what is the biggest challenge facing America right now? He responded back with pride.
Damn.
And I was like,
deep, dude.
Well, I forgot what I asked him. He's like, you got to look at yourself to change that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, man. He responded back probably 2 or 3 times. Wasn't a full sentence, but anything, I was cool with.
That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. That's shouts for you for thinking outside the box, because everyone definitely was going at that dude's neck for joining Golden State.
Yeah. You gotta stand out the box, man. If you send DMs to chicks and stuff like that, man, be a little creative and
right.
You might respond.
Yeah, that's what's funny. I have a coworker that's going through that. She's back on the dating scene, and she's telling me about like the DMs that she gets from guys, and she's like, "Look at this one. This one's not even a complete sentence." And I'm like, "Oh, nice,
bro." It'd be wild what dudes would say to chicks in DMs, fam.
Yeah, dude.
I don't envy that shit at all, bro.
I tried to tell her, I'm like, dudes are lame. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, man. You think everybody tries to be clever, and dude just saying like, "Yo, so I'm trying to fuck." Like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, girl, like dudes are not clever. I was like, there's like when girls like, oh, I just want to find a good guy. I'm just like, yeah, good luck. We trash.
It's hard out here, bro. Motherfuckers don't have any clue.
Nope.
Shit's crazy though.
But that's funny though, that going back to what you're saying about the followers and people seeing it. I often on Twitter, I just said often sometimes. I often on Twitter see posts that will go viral and they have like retweets, and I check the account and they got like 80 followers, and I'm like, damn, who is the homie on that person's account that just skyrocketed this shit? Because this shit's got more than 80 retweets, so their whole followers seen the shit. And like, what else is that's where I'm like, how did they go above and beyond? And like you said, it's the right person that just retweets it and it's on and cooking,
Right. It's somebody who follows them, who has a shit ton of followers. You know what I mean? And it just didn't matter.
Have you seen anybody steal or swagger jack your shit? I mean, we've taken one of your videos out of respect and permission. We get consent around here on the Bucket Up Pod. Has anyone taken or like stolen one of your jokes before or one of your concepts?
Yeah, there was one that I seen, and we're with that being the internet, I don't really take too much offense to that. You know, if you take a video of mine, especially if you just repost it, I'm cool with that because it's my video.
Right.
If you take the video and make it your own, I'm cool with that. If you throw me a shout out, hey, this is the way it empires, just a caption, I'm cool with it. But it's the internet. Everybody steals everything, puts their name on it. So there's only so much I can do. But I've definitely seen a couple people swagger jack some of my videos. And, you know, I might, I seen one dude swagger jack one of my videos about the fly. And I just commented under his post, LOL or something like that. And you knew who I was. But I mean, that was it, man. I don't really take too much beef with that, man. I'm cool with it.
Do you have any internet beefs? Any Twitter beefs?
No, but I'm thinking about starting some, man.
You should, bro. That's what gets you popping, bro. I'm blocked by a couple celebrities. One.
Yeah. I just gotta find the right one to beef with. Somebody that's gonna respond back, and then I can do what I need to do.
That's funny, dude. That's cool. So what do you think the next step is with your path? You're gonna just keep busting out the same video, or not the same, but like the same style. Like, are you trying to? I don't know. Like, I wanted to know what was the gimmick behind the Domino's pizza, man. You're a big Domino's fan. And we were talking about possible sponsorship with them. Imagine you doing commercial with them.
Yeah, Domino's is real talk. Favorite fast food pizza joint. I can really eat that every other day if I could. But you know, I'd definitely be cool with sponsoring Domino's. I'd have to tone my videos down a little bit to be more family friendly. Not to say that they're too over the top, anyways. But right now, I'm trying to find a niche for me. You know, so I've been doing a lot of those learn the difference videos, and the first one I did, I got like 500,000 views off of that, like 20,000 likes. So that was my best video. So I had to reciprocate that. I had to videos to kind of be known for something.
Kind of turn into a series.
Yeah, it kind of turned into a series. So like when somebody says the Way to Empire, oh, the guy that does the 2 2 and 2 videos or something like that.
Oh, nice. That's smart. You on YouTube?
I got a YouTube, but I pretty much just take the videos I got on Instagram, put them on YouTube after I post it. So yes and no.
Yeah, same with us. Our videos are on YouTube, but we don't do anything with them. But it's funny because that's like what every time I like look up videos on like how to grow they always start with YouTube. So I'm like, shit, maybe we should. But who knows? I
was gonna ask, like, what is your process in like coming up with ideas? Do you kind of try to sit down and come up with something? Like, do you try to make sure you do a couple different things a week, or do you kind of just like whatever comes to you comes to you, and that's when you throw it out there?
It's a combination. So what I do is like just in my daily activities. If I think of something I think is gonna be funny, I'll write it down. So I'll just put on the notes app on an iPhone. I was like, make a video of such and such, because I know I'm gonna forget it 2 hours later. And then, you know, right now I have like 2 full pages of videos to do, and then I'll typically pick one based on what's going on, so what's trending and what's easy to do at the time. Some videos take a little bit longer to make than others. And then if I got time, I'll try to hash out a couple videos in the day. That way I ain't got to do, you know, something every day. But it all just comes down to the timing of everything. But everything I come up with in my head, I write it down so I don't forget about it, and put it out there. Hopefully you guys like it, and then we go from there to the next one.
Yeah, that's
use any editing software, because you just all do it on your phone? Because like we're trying to get into video and kind of the visual space ourselves, but like we've just been a little reluctant or hesitant because we don't know if you do, you know, camera work or programs or what.
So I did a little when I first started. I did a little bit with what was it called? Adobe Pro, one of those really technical programs. And it wasn't too hard to learn. I was pretty much just recording myself and putting myself into like a green screen and put myself into movies. So I would replace one character with myself.
Oh, nice.
But it was super complicated to do, or at least to get it to look right where I wanted to be. Like, I'm comfortable putting this out for everybody to see. So I did a little bit of that. I kind of, skewed away from that, and I pretty much just do everything on my iPhone using different apps like InShot, or PicPlay Plus, or iMovie. Try to stick with something that I can edit relatively quickly. And then if I got to do like a legit big video, I put on the laptop on the MacBook and go to work. But I got a buddy of mine that'll do all the hardcore stuff. So I ain't dabbling in that in a minute though.
That's tight, man. Shouts to that. Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands wet with like video editing and shit like that, because I'm gonna start doing it for like my job and stuff too. So like it only benefit me fully. But that
makes sense. I used to do it. I just know like the software is expensive. And so like I pay for it and then like only do it sparingly because it's like $20-something a month. Usually got.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I did. So I ran out of emails for the free trial. So
yeah.
We're like, damn, it's like it's $30 a month. Man, this movie is about to make like 30 million. It's worth it.
Right.
Well, that's funny, dude. I mean, shit. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, shouts, good luck on the growth in the future, man. I mean, we're like I said, we're creatives here trying to get into visual space, and it's cool to see other people that try to do something from nothing, because like you said, we see stuff on social media that we're just like, man, that's not that funny, but it's slapping, it's doing numbers. And like Ty said, it's based on what you think too. Some people are a little chill, like Ty's more like happy for everybody type deal, where I'm more salty.
They like, we could have did that. I'm like, bro, it's enough. My thing is, there's enough people in the world that you only need like a very little percentage of people to like your shit.
Yeah, and I'm small. I'm so low maintenance too, because like I'm not out here asking for the millies. I just kind of like, if we could get someone to pay our rent for this shit, like I'd be so happy. Right. I'd be like, Ma, we made it.
Right? Yeah.
No, I reached out to a couple of bigger accounts with like 600,000. People that you see pretty often on Facebook, and not Facebook, on WorldStar and stuff like that, and they'll really get paid for any of the videos they do. They just get paid for anybody that sponsors them or doing promos or something like that. So some people get paid, some people don't.
Yeah,
you just gotta work.
I do know that, and like I was listening to some of like some of the rappers, like the Instagram artists that like turn rappers or whatever, and they say like a lot of the girls that are in those videos like are do it just for the like to the maybe possibility of getting sponsored by like a fitness protein shake or some shit.
Everything's a small hustle too. Like I just don't think that's why. Like I don't think any of those people are actually like getting a lot of money. It's just like people fronting them shit in those videos and stuff like that. To me, I'm like, if we could just get like a solid couple thousand people that fuck with us heavy and just roll out a Patreon or something like, yo, $10 a month or something like that. Like that's enough to be fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you start somewhere and then it's gonna build.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it don't really have to be wild big,
Yep. Keep the quality up.
But yeah. So anyway, transitioning to what I was holding back earlier when we were talking about the movies. The reason why, I don't know, did you see Widows yet, Wade?
No, man, I'm kind of on the fence on seeing that, man. The only reason I would want to see it is because it's Viola Davis and that type of movie. That'd be the only reason.
Yeah, she was gangster.
All the acting was good. You can't tell me it wasn't good.
Oh, the acting was phenomenal. The dialogue was great. I will say that.
It's the dude who directed, the same dude who did 12 Years a Slave. So like there's a lot of pausing and like introspectiveness. So I can see how, because it's like a heist movie, but it also has those like things. So I can see how some people might like that and some people might not. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely gonna see it, but like she was the reason, like Viola Davis in a heist movie.
Right.
I don't know about this, man. I gotta check it out. Maybe I wait for it to come on DVD or something like that, man.
To me, the weirdest part, and I guess this might be spoilers, is like seeing Viola Davis and Liam Neeson kiss is fucking jarring.
Yeah, I saw it in the trailer. Man. Like, what?
Nah, bro, they were like for real kissing, and I was like, bro, Liam Neeson got to be the worst looking kisser I've ever seen in my life, bro.
You got some chocolate, bro.
Well, so all right. So, what's your guys' opinion on people talking during the movie? Because that is what contributed to the theater or to the me not liking the movie a lot. Because throughout the important parts, there was people in the background chattering, talking.
Oh, dude, I hate it unless it's black people because I give us leeway.
Only so much you can do with us, man.
I'm like, like if y'all not talking like that much, like I'm cool.
Okay, well,
what happened with yours? Because I actually had a similar thing. But what happened at your theater?
All right, so without spoiling the movie, there was important parts, just like any movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a part that didn't call for anybody to laugh, and this dude behind me kept laughing at the parts that like you weren't supposed to do anything and just watch. And there was like a part, without spoiling too wait, there was a part of domestic violence in the movie.
And he laughed?
And he laughed. And I was like, why is that funny? Like, fam, that's not funny. And now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, whoa, bro.
Let me man.
Yeah, so there was that. And then there was a part when Viola Davis, her phone rings. That's not a spoiler. Her phone rings in the movie. And then somebody in the movie, their phone rang. And I was like, are you serious? Like, and it was fucking with me. So there was that. And I was asking you guys, what's your protocol on telling people to kind of quiet down? Because I give people 3 chances. I give them 3 chances to talk, and then on the 4th chance, whoever it is, it could be their first offense, but I'm giving them the smoke. It's nothing personal. I'm not gonna say anything mean, but I'm just simply like, I say shut up. I think that's nice in a movie.
Do what you do, man. I say it depends on the movie, man. If it's a movie that I'm really trying to see and everybody gotta shut up, shut up on the first time. But if it's one of those movies like for instance, Scary Movie 5 or some shit, 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Just a dumbass movie, everybody just chill. I'm like, all right, I'm just here to have a good time. I don't really care if you're talking a little bit or laughing outside of the comedy jokes, but if it's like Avengers, the next Avengers coming out, man, and I'm trying to focus, about to get back, man.
I'm mad if I'm like missing dialogue, like, you know what I mean? Yep. Like if people are whispering, I don't even really care because I'm usually fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if people are like for real, like I've never been in an experience where people are like for real yelling at the screen, like run, girl. Like I ain't never been to. I don't think people actually do that shit. They like people need something, or their phone go off, or they bought a baby and like the baby crying. Like I've been in a movie theater where somebody yelled at somebody, like, "Hey man, get that fucking baby out of here!" Like, yo, like I'm with you, dog, but damn. And then it's funny because I had a homie who went to see Incredibles 2. And he was saying, like, obviously there's a bunch of kids there. And I always, when me and Katie, the fiance, go to a movie and we go to see a kids movie, obviously, and there's kids there, I'm always turn to her and be like, yo, who the fuck bring their kids to the movies, bro? But like, my homie went to Incredibles 2, and there was obviously little kids talking, and his ass got up and shushed somebody. I'm like, got it.
Yo, I seen somebody go up to the attendant, because like the people that work there will walk inside and look around for a second and then walk back out. I see somebody get up, talk to the attendant and point out the dude that was talking and got him kicked out.
Yo,
damn,
that's crazy. I would feel weird if I was the attendant because I'm way too chill.
Was
they'd be like, yo, that dude's talking. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Did the dude that get kicked out was he by himself? Because that's awkward for the person he's with.
Right?
No, yeah, he was by himself. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, okay.
That's funny, bro. Imagine you on a date and the girl got kicked out for talking too much.
He's like, shit. Well, I paid like $30 for this. I'm gonna check this movie out.
Yeah, sorry. I guess it didn't work out. Going back to the online dating shit, you meet a chick, she's wilding.
Bro, if I was on a date and she got kicked out in a movie theater, I'm pulling up Tinder right back then. Like,
we can find our own ride home.
Right? Like, well,
that's funny, bro.
How about you? I'm finishing this movie.
Right.
I was in a movie theater one time, and I remember it was Straight Outta Compton, and it was the part when Eazy-E, they told Eazy-E that he had AIDS or whatever, or HIV. So it was like a pretty humbling part, and like a part people shouldn't laugh and shit. And yeah, somebody was like laughing, and what happened was earlier in the movie, throughout the movie, I was sitting next to this woman that just every time there was a joke, she had to add like, "Oh no, he didn't," or "Oh my god," or all this shit, and I was like, "Fam, like stop." So the third and final time, or like I gave her like 6 chances this night. Like the last straw was I lashed out on the people that were laughing during the Eazy-E scene, and I just kind of turned around. I was like, "Yo, can you shut up?" Like question mark. And then they shut up, and then the woman that was really the problem turned to me, and she's like, "Yeah, were they gonna talk all night?"
Yo, that's wild.
So I was like, "Yo, I really need you to shut up, though."
That's that's funny. I didn't even think about it. I have had some wild, wild movie experiences.
Like,
I think about it.
Everybody, shut up.
Yo, y'all all got the fuck up.
You know, if you complain enough, they'll give you some tickets to come back.
Oh, for real?
See, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, but you know what I'm saying? You can
I don't be on my auntie shit though. That sounds like some auntie shit, right? That sounds like some like, yo, black auntie, you need your auntie to do that shit. She's like, we not about to do this shit.
Do it at the restaurants and everything. Let me get See?
All my aunts, they do that shit. They be eating it like, ooh, this nasty. They just wave the waiter over. Like, eating it and all. Still, they're like, yeah, you got to take this back.
Bro, but you're so right. Like, I love how people justify what they're talking about. Like, sorry, I was just whispering. It's like, fam, I don't care. Just shut up.
Bro, like you got me thinking about like past like movie shit, and I got some wild stories. Like, I don't know if anybody saw the last like remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Did anybody see that shit?
Yeah, it was trash, but
yeah, it was fucking terrible. So I'm in a movie theater and like there's like, you know, some younger black youth in front of me. And it's cool, like, you know, we just enjoying the movie. And then like, but at some point everybody just realized that the movie was trash and like nobody cared anymore. And so like every time Freddy Krueger killed somebody, there's one little black kid would be like, "Motherfucking Freddy Krueger from the hood, nigga." And I'm like, yo, what? Like every time he kills somebody, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Wasn't Elm Street?
It was hilarious because I don't remember anything else about the movie except for him.
Elm Street's like a suburban like neighborhood from northern Chicago.
It was Freddy Krueger from the hood because he was stabbing white girls. I don't really understand it, but it was hilarious.
Those would be one of the situations where I wouldn't have a big deal if they're making fun of the movie. We all know that it's trash.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about it. And then I went to go see Cloverfield like with a homie because he really wanted to see that shit. And I was like, all right, whatever. The movie was garbage, so I don't even remember what the hell happened. But
you like Cloverfield, bro?
Nah. You see the fucking monster for like a second, maybe. I don't even remember how it went. But like there was these little ass kids talking throughout the movie. They were like, you know, they're like, blah, 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 blah. And people were like getting mad. And so, you know, we hear this one deep ass voice like, yo, some people trying to watch the movie. And it was quiet, I swear to God, for like a couple seconds. And you just hear, man, fuck you. And then the dude come back, he's like, yo, fuck your face, you bitch ass nigga. And we all just like was like, whoa. And everybody in the whole theater just started dying laughing. And that's the only thing I remember from that movie because, again, that shit was trash. So those are the only exceptions I got.
They ain't gonna say it to his face, though. They say it in the dark.
Nah, I heard how deep his voice was, and I was like, yeah, nah, I wouldn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, you don't catch him.
Yeah, so it's okay. I'll dial it back. So yeah, talking in the movie's acceptable as long as the movie's trash. But it's funny how like there's like a community wave of like, yeah, we've all decided that this movie's trash. Where there's somebody that's like, I enjoy this movie, but everyone's like, nah, fuck you.
We opening up the floodgates to talk. That's what it is.
Yo, I told Ty this story, but T-Way, one time I was at the theater. I forgot what movie we were seeing, and these kids had the audacity to bring a beach ball into the theater, and they were throwing that shit. Yeah, they were throwing the shit around during the movie, or it was before the movie at the preview, right? And I was with my boy Petrov, who's like this 6'6", like big ass like Russian dude, and he's like, bro, I hope that ball lands on my lap, and we were all like, yeah, me too. And the ball fucking lands in his lap, and he stands up, and everyone's just looking at him, and he just takes the ball and pops the shit. And he's like, I'm the worst, and just sits down.
Nah, he was right though. Fuck that. What the hell?
Yeah, shit was hilarious. I was laughing. The shit was mad funny, bro.
Do y'all remember when like Black Panther came out and we kept seeing like these videos and like photos of motherfuckers banging drums in the movie theaters and shit?
It was crazy that it came out this year. It seems like it's such a long time ago,
man.
It
really does. It does. But I remember seeing those. I was like, I'd be so pissed if I was in that theater. Like, if you don't see niggas showing up in dashikis banging drums, like, bro, the movie's starting, man. Relax.
Oh, man, throw them drums away. Take that makeup and shit off, bro.
Right?
You look
Somebody ain't never even been to Africa, bro. I just like, nah, bro, relax.
Right, take that shit outside. Let's enjoy the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny as shit, man. But anyway, well, I just wanted to know because it kind of ruined it for me. And next week, like you were talking about, T-Wade, a movie that I really want to see, Creed 2, is coming out. I want motherfuckers to talk during that shit because, you know, shut up type shit. That's where I'm on. I just want the...
You got to go at the right time, man. Like matinee hours or some shit where there's nobody there.
I should go with like a boxing robe on with my hood on and shit.
Motherfuckers gonna be coming in playing entrance music and shit.
Eye of the Tiger from the cell phone and shit.
Like, bruh, relax.
Man. Well, that's tight, dude. Yeah, I don't know. So it was, I don't know. You should see Fences, man, or not Fences. That was it. That was the other
I didn't go see Fences. I heard it was a great movie.
Nah, he said he was on the fence. No, he said he was on the fence, and then Viola Davis movie. So that's what made me think of it. But you should go see Widows. And now that I'm kind of not with it and Ty's with it, you can kind of be the medium.
There you go.
And
deal breaker.
Yeah, the voice of reason. But yeah, man. So it was an alright movie. But if it's a new movie and it's important, don't talk. You know, if it's a trash movie, you could talk. You just gotta kind of check the room and see if other people are talking and everyone's kind of cool with it, you know?
I think you just know if people start talking, you realize it don't really matter. You know, like, oh man, they talking to, you know what? I don't give a fuck about this movie.
Yeah, T-Way, one time we went to a movie and we thought it was 3D and we were trying to find where to get the goggles, and my man just started like going in people's faces to see if they had goggles on. It was so funny. And I was like, yo, get out of their face, yo. Like, you can see
real 3D.
Like, you can see from here, bro. Like, he would like go up to their noses, like, yo, you wearing goggles, fam? And like, chill, yo. Like,
that's how you catch a fade, man. That's how you catch a fade, man.
Yeah, couldn't you just wait until the movie started to see if it was in 3D?
It was so funny, man.
That's funny.
But yeah. But yeah, man, Ty, so you were bringing to our attention, change the topics here, bring it to the NFL. You were talking about Condoleezza Rice.
Oh, I don't know. I woke up and like the first thing on Bleacher Report was the Browns thinking about hiring Condoleezza Rice to be their head coach. And I'm like, what?
Yo, I seen that.
That shit was
she
funny.
had she response. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was on Shade Room how she wants the Cleveland Browns and the NFL as a whole to start looking at female referees, female coaches, and stuff like that. So she kind of felt honored for that, but she was like, "Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't got no NFL experience."
That's obvious. Like, I was just like, wait, what? And somebody tweeted like, "Yo, if I'm Condoleezza, I turn down the deal. Like, how you supposed to invade other stadiums without any weapons?" like, yo, fucking coming at her.
Well, what's crazy is when you said Condi Rice, like as like an abbreviation, I was like, man, that sounds similar to Condoleezza Rice. And then I was like,
a different Condi.
Yeah, I was like,
Condi, you know, bro.
I was like, who's Condi Rice?
Her name is like the freaking alphabet entirely.
Yo, for real.
She got every letter in that bitch, man.
I think that's why she's so like, you know, staunch and like Republican. I think it's her name, like, you know, Condoleezza. So she was just like, I gotta overcorrect, fam.
Her parents knew what she was doing. I'm gonna name you Condoleezza, bitch.
Condoleezza. But I don't know, man. I mean, shouts to her. She would be the first female head coach.
I mean, it's obviously not happening. Hope not. That I mean, it's, you know, again, like they definitely should need women, like obviously coaches. Like shout out to Sue Bird and I think somebody just got hired for Denver, who just retired, and you know, but like definitely get more women coaches, like, but definitely make sure like, you know, you bring them up and like they go through the ranks and they, you know what I'm saying, like obviously that's a little bit harder, but like making sure they actually have the experience and you know to go with being able to lead and shit like that. Don't just like throw some random ass person that we all just know because they did something else. Right, exactly. Like we don't need like, you don't want it to be some bullshit like fake, you know, shit that kind of gonna undercut the whole message. So
like
this ain't a movie. You can't just throw Whoopi Goldberg and make her coach the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, because we're happy with Fizdale, bro.
I watch every game though. She was coach.
Right. This is like what was the premise of that movie? What did she do before she coached the Knicks?
I don't remember, but I do remember
like exotic dancer or some shit.
I forgot what it was. I figured you know, Jesse, like it's Knicks shit, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I was fixated on when the Toon Squad, when the Monstars went to the Garden and took Patrick Ewing's powers.
You just that just threw you off. You were still reeling from that to watch Eddie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What was that's a good one. I gotta look that up, man. Maybe we could do a crossover of one of your videos, T-Wade, of like Whoopi being the coach and like us being the players and some shit.
Like, wait, what?
Going down on my notes. You write that.
Right? So I just like she trying to draw up a play and they're like, yo, ain't that the chick from Sister Act?
My favorite Whoopi Goldberg movie was Bogus, to be real.
What's that one about?
She adopted the kid from Sixth Sense, and he could see an imaginary ghost that like he drew in his notebook named Bogus.
Okay, I did not see that movie.
And then like because Whoopi Goldberg had like, you know, a family of her past or some shit, she was able to see the ghost too.
All right.
The same kid from the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, Joel E. Bourne Osmond or whatever his name is.
Joel. Is it Haley Joel Osment?
Kid that looked weird as an adult.
Yeah, he looked like a kid like put into an adult body. I don't understand it. It's kind of wild.
They with ghost movies or some shit, man.
Bro, they got him in the new 2K game.
Oh, and Whoopi Goldberg, she was a chauffeur before she won the contest to become the Knicks head coach.
Oh, it was a contest. There we go.
Yeah,
that kind of. I mean, that makes it better because whoever they would have picked would have been like, what?
I don't know what the shit I was thinking.
Right?
What are you talking about?
Like, whoa! I was about to say, obviously, the best Whoopi Goldberg movie is The Color Purple, but you know that's. Just
I think the one she's most known for is that, and probably Sister Act.
Yeah, Sister Act. Well, we got to go with what white people know, and it's probably Sister Act.
Wasn't she on like one of those Disney movies? The Disney Channel?
Was she?
Yeah, she was the hyena in Lion King.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that counts as her movie.
Damn, she was like peak up there in the 90s. Now, like kids probably know her from The View, and they probably don't even know her from that.
It's like, who is this lady with no eyebrows?
I always claim her just anytime I need to, like, anytime when someone asks, like, is there Black Jewish people? I'm like, yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, son.
Whoopi Goldberg was Black Jewish? I didn't know that.
Yeah, her last name's Goldberg.
Are you just saying that because her last name is Goldberg?
Look it up, son. She's Jewish.
Now, okay.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't be false claiming people.
I don't know. I didn't know. I'm the gotta ask.
I'm Amari. We're still not claiming. I still gotta have a couple meetings with him. Yeah.
You set it up.
Bro, he went to Israel, bro. He's Jewish. That's how that works.
Yeah, you just go there once.
You go there once, you take a couple wine baths, you're good, bro.
I was just gonna say that you're in there. But yeah, man. Also, T-Way, before we get to time check and our favorite segment, song of the week. Every now and then we like to just toss up some random topics. Are you a cereal fan, bro?
Am I a cereal fan?
Yeah,
what kind of cereal we talking?
I mean, some people say they don't fuck with cereal that much. I'm heavy with cereal. Ty's a big cereal fan. We were just he came across a new flavor last night. The what was it? The maple
Cheerios, they fire, bro.
Maple Cheerios. I ain't never heard of such a thing.
I like the apple cinnamon, you know. But now I was curious how they get the fruit in the cereal, bro. They got the commercials with like,
I told you,
they got
dry freeze the fruit, bro.
Real scoops of banana, real scoops of strawberry, Raisin Bran. I'm like, the fuck? They can't keep it on the shelves too long. The shit will go bad, right?
That's what all the preservatives for, man.
Yeah, man, it's all dry freeze. Did y'all see the what was it? They coming out with not sweet tarts, the not Swedish Fish. What the fuck is the Sour Patch Kids cereal?
Oh yeah, I did see that. How are they gonna do that, son? Is it gonna be like Sour Patch Kids just with milk?
Yeah, that sounds fucking gross, bro.
Yeah, better sell toothpaste and toothbrush with that too, man.
Bro, I feel like a dentist saw that and just had a heart attack, bro.
Shit, man. I'm gonna try it though. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie.
You would try it?
Yeah, try it, man. You ain't gonna try it?
No, absolutely not.
maybe one of those. Maybe one of the boxes they give you like at elementary school, like the little
box,
the 2 ounce box. I'll fuck with that.
Nah, that's 2 ounces too much, bro.
I'll take the actual Sour Patch and put them in some milk. Try that. That might be a thing I could do too.
That's next level, fam. Yo, that there you go. Video idea. You should be like, I beat you to it. Boom.
Beat you to it. This is the real. This is the real Sour Patch cereal, man.
Yeah. All right, cool. See, I usually fuck with CTC, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Chocolate. Was it that we were saying how like what's the one with the chocolate, the Chips Ahoy or whatever? Like that shit's pretty much Cookie Crisp. That's just chocolate chip cookies and milk.
Oh yeah, they just gave up. I saw they had like it's like sugar cookie toast crunch. I'm like, bro, what?
Anything.
That's not even in the. That shouldn't even be in the Toast Crunch family. It don't even go with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the French Toast Crunch. They just threw in sugar like cookie. I'm like, y'all don't even do cookies. What the fuck is this?
I was watching a documentary of when Shaq got traded to the Heat, and they're asking him like how he learned like the news, and he was like, I was eating my go-to cereal combo, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebble combo, and I was like, damn, that's a nice collab.
That just sounds like soggy ass cereal.
Right. Big ass bowl of that shit.
That shit, you put them both together, it just look like a colorful, like wet fucking cardboard bowl and like the bowl, bro. I'm good.
I don't know. I mean, it was something like that. I think it was Fruity Pebbles or something. But yeah, combo cereals I never even thought about, man. That's next level.
You know how that at when you were in college, you didn't get the little roller thing where you got all the different cereal. People mix that shit all the time.
Yeah, every now and then I did like. Yeah, you're right. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Frosted Flakes. But
I guess you do like Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops or some shit.
Yeah, you're right. I've been collabing for a while. Well, anyway, that's cool. What's your cereal, bro? T-Wade?
Shoot, my favorite is Real Talk, Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's it,
nice.
Man.
Dude, that's mine too. Those are my top two. Shit, cool.
Yeah, it's just Cinnamon Toast Crunch for me. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to get some cereal now. I've been talking about it.
Get that sugar rush going.
But yeah, then going back to Domino's, bro, what's the go-to order for you when you order Domino's, man? Because like we actually have like our pod's pretty much predicated, and our whole like mantra is like New York pizza over anything, and anything outside of New York doesn't really exist when it comes to pizza. Ty is a little bit less Nazi like it is when it comes to pizza snobbery. he's kind of more of like, yo, if pizza has a high floor, so he'll fuck with it. But me, I'm a little snobby, and I just kind of don't.
Yeah, bro. You from Detroit? Ain't you supposed to bang with Little Caesars now?
Yeah, no, I like Little Caesars. Little Caesars is straight. I respect that. As far as fast food pizza joints, that's what I mean. Domino's, you know what I'm saying? If I want to deliver it to my house, I'm getting Domino's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I ain't got no money to spend, I'm getting Little Caesars. It's $5.
Right, yeah. That's why like you can never be disappointed by Little Caesars because you paid $5 damn.
Even though it tastes like cardboard, you can't be disappointed.
Like you get some dips and you're like, hey bro, I know what I did.
What's funny is my brother, even growing up from New York, he orders Domino's, or it was mainly Domino's. We weren't really Pizza Hut or near a Pizza Hut to get it, and he would order extra sauce for some reason, and it would come out looking just like a hot mess, fam. Like the sauce would just it just looked like a meat pie, fam, and that's I guess what stuck in my head, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know how you eat this, and you gotta. Yeah,
you can't do extra. You can only do extra toppings, bro. Extra cheese looks wild. Extra sauce looks wild. It was always crazy.
Yeah, man, you want to throw extra sauce in it? Buy your own sauce, tomato sauce. Put it on top.
Me and Ty always make jokes about the dude if you're ordering pizza with the homies and like the broke friends always like, yo, order a Pepsi, and you're just like, fam, are you gonna throw down at all? Like,
serious look, like what?
Yeah, you're like, you ain't got no money. You're like, all right, that's cool, we got you. And then you on the phone ordering. He's like, yo, make sure you get a Pepsi. Yo, get the Cinnamon sticks. Like, bruh,
you can get the hell
out. Yeah, we had a homie one time do that. Like he ordered shit, and we're all like, we all had our money, and we're like, we're $5 short. Who got the Cinnamon sticks? And like the dude that ordered it was like, yeah, I just ordered it. And we're like, well, I mean, are you gonna pay for it? Like, yeah, we're like, yeah, like it was. Shit was mad funny.
On top, like, what's up?
Well, that's tight, man. But yeah, man. So shouts, like I said, thanks for being on the pod, man.
Definitely appreciate it, man.
We want, we like to support local, so to speak. You are in the Podern family, quote unquote, and we want the Instagram to take off, and we want to see you on Pizza Hut commercials, Domino's commercials, fucking all over the map. We want to see ourselves on your videos. But now, man, we've made it to the Bucket Up podcast favorite segment of the week. Burn, song of the week. T-Wade, like I said, I explained to you earlier in the week. It's song of the week is a cool dynamic. Ty being up in music and knowing a lot more than I am, he kind of relays the new hotness of the streets, what's popping, what's not. I kind of explain whatever song I've been vibing to this week. So you can, name either or. For me, this song of the week shouts to Fat Boy from Jersey. He just recently dropped an album, and he interacts with me on social media. So, of course, I got to show love because he's real and not too Hollywood. So this song of the week is Cranberry Fountain by Fat Boy.
Cranberry Fountain.
That's good shit.
Yeah. They be putting cranberries in their fountain, man. I can't even. Water's the way of it.
I'm too broke for that.
I like cranberry juice, though.
You do or don't?
I don't.
I don't like that like kick that it gives you at the end. Like that little, that little like hint of tart. As it like it just comes up. I'm like, I don't like it.
That shit turned me all the way off.
T-Way, you got a song of the week, bro?
I'm still bumping that Mo Bamba song, man.
Hey, I need to call out Trav. Shouts to Trav always, but he didn't know what the fuck the Mo Bamba song is.
Really?
You didn't?
Yeah.
We got a day one listener.
I was out here looking crazy, trying to be like, yeah, bro, it's a big song. Like white people know it now, bro. Like you got to know this song, bro. And he's like, nah, I guess I ain't. I ain't never really. And I'm like, bro, it's like top 10 on top charts and shit, which is wild.
Shouts to Harlem.
Yeah,
they're
bro.
my anthem right now.
Did you listen to his whole album?
No, I ain't get a chance to listen to the whole album, but it's definitely on the list, man.
Yeah,
You see the music video?
Yeah, I saw the music video.
Like I love that song. The album's not. I mean, he's not that good at rapping. If we being real,
yeah,
but
I ain't gonna lie. He might be a one-hit wonder for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he got some on there that bangs too. Like whoever makes his beats is fire. That's pretty much what it is. But
I think that's what blew the song up was the beat.
Yeah, it really was. Like that's what, and then like obviously the other parts of it is kind of infectious, but yeah, no. Shouts to Shaq. I'm not gonna slander the man.
Prove me wrong, bro. I'm on your side.
My songs of the week. We had Anderson .Paak's album drop. You know, that was a big release. Everybody was excited for it. I listened to it. I got super high expectations for the man because to me he dropped 2 classics before.
Oh, I thought you said you got super high to listen to it. I was like, what?
No. High expectations.
I was like, I get super high. What?
Nah.
SNL too, right?
He do SNL like a couple weeks from now, which is good. Like I'm glad he's blowing up. You know what I mean? He's gonna be doing concerts and like, you know, big ass venues now, like and all that shit. Like I'm happy for him because the man's really good. But like the album slightly like underwhelmed for me. I think it just was my expectations. But like, you know, he got some bangers on there. Cheers is a really good song with him and Q-Tip. That's definitely my song of the week. So definitely check that one out.
Word, man. Well, cool. So tight. I was gonna say, so we made it, mama, to episode 61 of the Bucket Up Pod. Also, I forgot to announce, man, big news. Your boy, the kid JB, is officially gonna be Uncle Jesse, as my sister's pregnant.
You can announce it on here now?
Yeah. They officially announced it today on Insta. Okay. So I'm good. They broke the news to my grandma, and my grandma and grandpa are out here about to be great grandma and grandpa.
There you go, bro.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, bro. It's tight because I got a lot of I don't even know what to call them, non-biological nephews and that I rock with, and I've had a lot of practice being Uncle Jesse, but now I'm gonna be in the flesh, the real deal, Holyfield.
Good week.
Yeah. So.
Well, it was Joel's birthday not too long ago too, like right?
Yeah, shouts to my girl's birthday. The Giants won, so we 2 in a row. Yeah, big shit. I got a promotion at work, low key flex.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, well, it's the time of the year, man.
Yeah, man, we out here with the Wade Empire flexing, bro. We're growing the pod. You know, we out here. Yo, Wade, flex on them real quick. Tell the buckets out there. That's
where they find you, bro.
That's our audience. Let them know where they can find you on the Twitters, the socials.
Yeah, y'all just check me out at the Wade Empire. So it's TheWadeEmpire. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever y'all want me to be at, I'm gonna be there.
And we posted his last video. So if that's like the easiest way to get to you, I'm pretty sure in the caption we tagged you, so you can just follow him on Instagram there and go from there, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. If you really fuck with us, obviously, you know, and you for some reason you listen to this whole podcast, but you don't follow us on any of the social medias, you can check us out on on Facebook at the Bucket Up Podcast. We're on Instagram at the Bucket Hat Boys. And we're on Twitter at Bucket Up Podcast. If you don't, whatever you listen to us on today is cool. But we're also on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play, and we're on Stitcher Radio. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Everywhere y'all want to listen, man. Check them out.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank the homie Wade Empire for coming on again. And we out.
Cheer.
Appreciate being here, y'all.